Good morning, myself Amma Rakshaya. I'm from CSIT branch, and today my AAT concept video subject is database management system and topic is levels of abstraction in view data. Introduction. What is a database? The database is a collection of interrelated data which is used to retrieve, insert, and delete the data efficiently. It is also used to reorganize the data in the form of a table, schema, views, and reports, etc. What is a database management system? Database management system is a software which is used to manage the database, for example, MySQL and Oracle. These are a very popular commercial database which is used in different applications. Characteristics of DBMS, that is Database Management System. It uses a digital repository established on a server to store and manage the information. It can provide a clear and logical view of the process that manipulates data. DBMS contains automatic backup and recovery procedures. It contains ACID properties which maintain data in a healthy state in case of failure. The ACID properties include A for atomicity, C for consistency, I for isolate, and D for durability. Each property has its own definitions and conditions which maintain the data in a healthy state in case of the failure. It can reduce the complex relationship between the data. It is used to support manipulation and processing of the data. It is used to provide security of data. It can review the database from the different viewpoints according to the requirements of the user. Advantages of DBMS. Controls database redundancy. It can control data redundancy because it stores all the data in one single database file and that recorded data is placed in the database. Data sharing. In DBMS, the authorized users of an organization can share the data among multiple users. Data sharing. Easily maintenance. It can be easily maintainable due to the centralized nature of the database system. Reduces time. It reduces development time and maintenance need. Backup. It provides backup and recovery subsystems which create automatic backup of data from hardware and the software and failures and restores the data if required. Multiple user interface. It provides different types of user interfaces like graphical user interfaces, application program interfaces. Disadvantages of DBMS database management system. Cost of hardware and software. It requires a high speed of data processor and large memory size to run DBMS software. Size. It occupies a large space of disks and large memory to run them efficiently. Complexity. Database system creates additional complexity and requirements. Higher impact of failure. Failure is highly impacted the database because in most of the organization, all the data stored in a single database, and if the database is damaged due to electric failure or database corruption, the data may be lost forever. Database abstraction. Database systems comprise complex data structures. In order to make the system efficient in terms of retrieval of data and reduce complexity in terms of usability of users, developers use abstraction, that is, hide irrelevant details from the users. This approach simplifies database design. There are mainly three levels of data abstraction. Physical level, logical level, and view level. Data abstraction is a process of hiding unwanted or irrelevant details from the end user. It provides a different view and helps in achieving data independence, which is used to enhance the security of data. The database systems consist of complicated data structures and relations. For users to access the data easily, these complications are kept hidden, and only the relevant part of the database is made accessible to the users through data abstraction. Database systems include complex data structures. In terms of retrieval of data, reduce complexity in terms of usability of users, and in order to make the system efficient, developers use levels of abstraction that hide irrelevant details from the users. Levels of abstraction simplify database designs. So the database systems consist of complicated data structures and relationships for users to access the data easily. These complications are kept hidden, and only the relevant part of the database is made accessible to the users through the data abstraction. Database systems include complex data structures. In terms of retrieval of data, reduce complexity in terms of usability of users, and in order to make the system efficient, developers use levels of abstraction and hide irrelevant details from the users. Levels of abstraction simplify database design. So here is a diagram for data abstraction or view level of data. The lowest level or the first level is known as physical level. In physical level, it describes what data is to be stored. And when the physical level is then connected to the second layer of the level, that is logical level. In logical level, it shows about what data is stored, and between the data, what is the relationship between the two data is also being set by the logical level. This logical level is connected to the view level, in which there are different view users, that is view 1, view 2, and so on, view n. In logical, from physical, logical, and view level, when it comes to the view level, it normally shows what the data is being injected into the logical. And the special thing about view level is it sometimes hides the data, and it shows only the necessary data to be shown to the people, and it's hides some of the data which is security for the purpose. Physical level. Physical level is also called as internal level. It is the lowest level of abstraction for DBMS, which defines how the data is actually stored. It defines data structures to store data and access methods used by the database. Actually, it is decided by the developers or database application programmers how to store the data in the database. So overall, the entire database is described in this level, that is physical or internal level. It is a very complex level to understand. For example, customers' information is stored in tables, and data is stored in the form of blocks of storage such as bytes, gigabytes, and etc. Logical level. Logical level is also called as conceptual level. It is the lowest level of abstraction for DBMS, which defines how the data is actually stored. It defines data structures to store data and access methods used by the database. Actually, it is decided by the developers or database application programmers how to store the data in the database. So overall, the entire database is described in this level, that is physical or internal level. It is a very complex level to understand. For example, customers' information is stored in tables, and data is stored in the form of blocks of storage such as bytes, gigabytes, etc. The third or the last level is a view level. It is also called as external level. It is the highest level. In view level, there are different levels of views, and every view only defines a part of the entire data. It also simplifies interaction with the user, and it provides many views or multiple views of the same database. View level can be used by all the users, that is all levels of users. This level is the most complex and easy to understand. For example, a user can interact with the system using GUI, that is graphical user interface, that is view level, and can enter details at GUI or screen, and the user does not know how the data is stored and what data is stored. This detail is hidden from the user. This describes the view level. So these are the three data abstraction or view of the level, that is physical, logical, and view level. Thank you.